Where'd my phone go? What up, what up, what up? How y'all doing? Come on in, come on in. Got some very, very interesting questions that you guys have DM'd me. I appreciate the ones of you that sent some in. I do appreciate you for doing that. It gave us a lot of topic for discussion. Oh, I see you, Kevin. I got you. I'm going to acknowledge that. We're going to give a few more people time to come in, but that is a great question. Got about 12 here, so it's going to be great. Appreciate you joining us, Kev. Appreciate you joining, bro. That's actually one of the questions. Oh, man. I got you, bro. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Get rolling. Great question, Kev. What's up, Chris? How have your wrestling review videos been going? You didn't. You never got back to me. That is for the 12th. For tomorrow. Perfect. Pull up, pull up, pull up. We'll give us a couple of seconds, and then we're gonna get to these questions and get right out. Keep it short-lived. All right, what up? We're gonna give it about to like 7:35. But if you got questions and you haven't had a chance to DM me already, go ahead and send those now. We're basically doing this just to kind of catch up with all of you that a lot of people have been asking why I haven't been doing the morning walks with Flash. And they see my content going a different direction. And a lot of people asking about the old groups I used to work with. So we're going to get to all those questions now. I just want to give everybody time to kind of come in, ask what they want to ask, and kind of get to those. And then tell you some things we're going to do going forward into this new direction. Well, not new direction, but we're kind of switching the schedule up some. So I'll explain what I mean by that. So with that, what we're going to do is I'm going to have certain days where like Dr. Rod comes up. And then I'm going to have other days where I do the relationship talks, which has nothing to do with comedy. Just my real insight on relationship issues and everyday issues between people. And then we're going to have days where I'm going to start doing way more shorts. So what that's going to do is just kind of have like little short snippets dropping here and there. And then I'm going to start doing some compilations of all the things I've done over the years I've been on YouTube and put them together and then kind of put them out for you guys as well. And I need you guys' help. I want y'all to start sharing everything. Whatever social media you have, if you like any of my videos or any of the skits that I do or whatever particular series that you like, please share it, not just on your YouTube, but share it on your Facebook and your Instagram. You know, the more people that see, the bigger we can grow. And a lot of you always asking like, Rod, why aren't you at 50,000 yet or 100,000 yet? I'm like, well, people have to share it. You know, I know that you guys that come with me consistently, y'all really good about commenting and telling me what you think and liking, subscribing. But I also need the help of people that haven't seen it. You got to think for the 13,000 of you, I'm very grateful, very appreciative. But I need you guys to always hit that like button, always hit that share button, so we can get another 13,000. They can enjoy it just as much as you guys. And then when we do these Q&As, I'll take this time and ask questions about what y'all want to see next in content, or what's your favorite thing, or what's something I've done that maybe I've stopped that you would like to see. Like one of the first questions that I have over here was somebody asking why I don't do my morning walks with Flash anymore. So and for those of y'all that don't know what that is, I have a dog named Flash. Flash, come here, buddy. I have a dog named Flash that I used to walk every morning, of course. Come here, Flash. Come here, Flash. I walk him every morning. And then when I'm walking him, I usually get on. This is him right here. This is Flash. Say hey to the people, man. There's Flash. So I walk him in the morning and I just kind of go over my relationship thoughts. And those you don't know why I do relationship tips and fun facts about relationships, is because I went through a very, very terrible divorce, went through a depression, and then I went to therapy, got better, let time heal. I moved on, started back dating, started back kicking it, put the divorce in the back of my mind, found love again, and here I am about to get married my second time. And what I do is give the advice, because a lot of people that know me personally, they're always like, how do you heal from something that's that dark? Or how do you bounce back? And that's why I do the relationship things. Now, what made me get the most buzz on social media is probably, though most of you probably learned me from being Dr. Rod, which is with the ATL verse or Fenarios. So it's been like a year plus since that started. We've done a couple more Dr. Rods. They've been doing really well. They do really good traction. But as y'all see, we're starting to introduce some new characters. You know, we introduced in DeMarcus. We introduced in the Bill Collector. We have a Coach Rod that's coming out soon, which was created by my buddy Brian Westbrook. So Coach Rod is going to be like a youth football coach that treats it like it's the NFL. So that's going to be hilarious. And then I'm going to start putting more comedy snippets on here as well. So you'll start seeing that. And let's see here. I got some questions over here to the side already. Somebody says, it's been going good. My subscriber count went up like a week ago, big time. What's a great screen recorder I can use for reactions? Hit the like button is free. Jasmine does. I do the same thing in my videos. Okay, so what's the greatest screen recorder? I mean, it's just whatever you use, whatever kind of camera you have, whatever kind of phone that you have. There's apps that'll set you up too, where you can put the video that you're trying to react to, right, to the top left, and then you can be reacting either right next to it or to the bottom right. So that's not really hard. That's just up to whatever device you want to use. So that's how that goes. All right, guys. So I think we got who we're gonna have today. So let's get to some of these questions, man. And then like I said, I just want to kind of tap in, and I'm gonna start doing this once a week. So we're gonna do like relationship talks with Rod Minge once a week, or Q&As. We just kind of see where the vibe goes. So it's called Screen Recorder. Chris, it's actually called Screen Recorder. That's the name of that. So somebody said, where have I been as far as the live? So I just told you guys that. So we'll actually tell you why I've been missing. So with the lives, they got a little more difficult because I have a lot of things going on. So I booked a couple movies this fall. I actually have a movie premiere happening here in Atlanta, December the 4th. So if you're anywhere in the area, you'll start seeing me posting about it a lot on my page. I'll be putting it on YouTube. I put it on my Instagram and on my Facebook. And if you guys aren't following me on Facebook or Instagram, please take time to do that today. My name is at Rod Minge on everything. Well, actually Rod.Minge, but you can put Rod Minge and it pops up. That's Facebook, social, Instagram, Twitter, and all those different things. So I booked a HBCU tailgate tour, which is sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoors. So what that is, I'm going to go to all the big HBCU Classic games. Like, I just did the Magic City Classic. I'm going to do the Bayou Classic. I'm going to do the Gulf Coast Classic. I'm going to do the North Carolina Classic. And then I'll be, kind of out there emceeing with a huge Academy tent. So that's something I'll be doing on the weekend. So that's taking up a lot of time. Me and my content team, we're trying to find 1 or 2 days a week where we shoot a couple of videos. And so that's why I'm constantly asking you guys, send me your ideas, send me your thoughts. Tell me what are the ones that I've done that you've liked that I haven't done in a while. There's something you feel like I've changed. So just kind of, trying to find some new directions to go in just to keep the traction pumping hard and going quick. And then as far as Morning Walks with Flash, the comedy clubs are back open. So I'll be back out doing comedy. So my mornings aren't as energetic as they was when I was fully rested. Sometimes I'm leaving the club at night or coming off the road in the middle of the night. And then no matter what, I've trained Flash to want to walk at 7:30 in the morning. So sometimes when I'm just like totally drained, I don't really want to go live and just get my brain be scattered everywhere. So that's why I stopped those. But I am going to start getting those back together. But it's only going to be twice a week. And like I said, I'm going to do YouTube live once a week, the Morning Walks with Flash twice a week. And then we'll kind of see how that picks up. And that's it. And then coming up, somebody like, what do you have coming up? So next coming up, so I will be at the Fox Theater, November the 27th, which is Thanksgiving Saturday. I'm opening for some legendary comedians. It's going to be Bill Bellamy, T.K. Kirkland, Williams, Queen of Comedy, Adele Gibbons, and D-Lay. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, and Tony Roberts. So I'll be the opening act for that show. That's going to be Thanksgiving Saturday. So if you're near the Atlanta area, come pull up to the Fox Theater. That would be awesome. It's going to be a great opportunity for me. It's actually going to be the biggest theater that I performed at thus far. I've had some packed shows, but I'm talking about 400, 500, maybe 600 or 700 max at certain theaters. But the Fox Theater is, I think, 3,000 seats. So this is going to be the biggest show I've had in my career thus far. So I would love for you guys to be there. But if you're not there, I will be going on live backstage, and I have a lot of stories posting. So if you're following me on Instagram, you can see what's going on and me mingling and mixing and meeting those guys for the first time. Because out of that group, I met Damian Williams, I've met TK Kirkland, I've met Adele Givens. I had a show with her in 2017, but I haven't met Bill Bellamy, I haven't met D-Lay, and I haven't met Tony Roberts. So that's going to be like a first time for me. So, it's a great opportunity for me as a comedian, but it's also going to be a great opportunity as a fan, to kind of work and be a fan at the same time. So that's why we do these things. Let's see. What somebody asked me. Somebody asked, am I going back to Disney? I don't have any intentions of doing that. And not that anything is wrong with Disney. I love their company. They do some great stuff. But just going back on the ship right now just doesn't feel like the best move for my career. I loved all the people I met on Disney. I met my future wife on Disney. Shout out to Jasmine. I went to some places I probably would have never gone without Disney. But I don't plan on going back. Just safety, with the corona. I don't know what the difference is going to be and what changes have happened. So I don't really want to get caught in going back to that. They actually reached out to Jazz. So she's thought about it, I think. But I think me, with us just getting married and building life on land, I'm not really dying to go back. But loved it. Appreciate everything I got from them. Great company. It's just not my intentions of going back. Somebody said, Rod, do you have any kids? No, I do not have any kids. I have not started yet. I'm going to be a late bloomer in that department. Oh, well, I guess that's perspective. It's into the eyes of the beholder. I think it's right on time. In my career thus far, I've done a lot of traveling. I've always been gone. I took tours where I've been gone on the road for 4 or 5 months at a time. And once I have children, I want to be able to try to have my schedule a little more consistent with where I'm going to be. Because with me becoming an older father, I don't want to be like missing in action during their early years. So I want to be like maybe a TV show that's here in Atlanta. I would love to be booked on one show, or have a tour that just, maybe I'm gone on the road, Saturdays and Sundays, and then I come back the rest of the week and then go back on Saturday, Sunday. Well, something where it's consistent, where I can try to control the timing of how much I would be around. Because, me growing up with a single mom, I know how difficult it can be trying to balance it all like by yourself. And I would never want to put my wife through that. So I kind of want to make sure that happens. But I will soon, but I don't have any at the moment. Let's see. Somebody asked, okay, here comes some of the relationship questions. So guard your chest. Somebody asked, when is the wedding? It's in the springtime of next year. So it's coming up pretty soon. We'll be in the spring, and it won't be here in Atlanta. It's going to be a destination. So we'll be out of town. Let's see. Somebody asked, am I still meal prepping? No. Even though I've gotten to and I'm kind of embarrassed that somebody asked, because I was doing so great with it. When I went to slim down, I had the journey. I think I had the journey of losing weight when I weighed 235 pounds. So I went from 235, now I weigh 202. From meal prepping and hitting the gym 4 times a week, and then now I hit my target, and my schedule's really out of control. Like seriously, it's been out of control, and I don't have time to cook. So every time I look up, I'm going out to eat. But what I do tell people that have been asking me about my weight loss, a lot of people are asking, like, how did I do it? How did I do it so fast? I said, the discipline is still in the diet, even if you go out to eat. And here's the thing. People automatically think when they go to a restaurant to eat, all they can eat are the unhealthy choices. Oh, well, I'm already out. It's fast food, or it's this, that, and the third. I'm at a restaurant, so I just get whatever I want. And they think that's a time to have a good cheat day. And that's where you're wrong. So me, like if I go out to a restaurant, okay, I'm going to get me a good steak, but on the side, I'm going to have asparagus or a salad. Or if I get a baked potato, it's going to be plain. No butter, no cheese, no sour cream. So you still can make healthy choices, even if you're like on the run all the time like I am. Or if I get a chicken biscuit or something for breakfast, if I'm on the road, I throw the bread out and I just eat the meat. And that's it. So that's how I can kind of maintain my lifestyle as far as workouts go. Somebody asked, here we go. Somebody said, if a man proposes and the woman says no, is the relationship over? Uh, that was a random question, but I said send me whatever you want about relationships and what I think. I think so. I don't think a man could ever shake because there's so much pressure that goes into proposing that I tell most women never really get to see. And I'm not saying all. I know people have, some women marry women, and that's just fine. But with the man versus the woman, I think with anybody proposing, I think it's a nervous day. It's a nervous time period because you're gonna propose way ahead of time. I mean, you can plan it like a month out, 2 months out, 6 months out, however you want to do it, because more than likely you're gonna plan something. And I don't think the average guy, once he plans all that, gets her family together, gets her friends together, and plans it in this public place where all these people can be. And then he does it and goes through all his nervousness of picking out the right ring and picking out the right location and finding the perfect thing for his proposal. And then he does that and she says no. I don't think he'd ever recover. I think that will put him in a sunken place, like Get Out the movie. I don't think he'd bounce back from that really well. He might attempt, and even if let's say they move forward, maybe she says no. Now is not the right time. Uh, I don't know. I guess that depends on the person. I don't know. I can't imagine if I had proposed and especially what I went through. I planned a proposal at her family's house in New York, and I chose the ring with one of her family members. That's a jeweler, and I planned. Let me see. So yeah, I think I planned her proposal for about 4 months, and going all her family, which is now becoming my family. But I said no, man. I think I would have been over it. That's just me personally. I don't want to. I don't. Whoever asked this question, if you're here, I don't want you to think like I'm saying that's law. I'm just saying me with my personality. I think if she had said no that day, I would have been back to the streets. That's just how I feel. I don't know about anybody else. I don't know how anybody else feels about that. What do y'all think? Y'all put something in the comments. Let's see. What else did somebody ask me? Somebody said, "Does a woman's body count matter?" That's totally perspective. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I don't think anybody cares anymore, especially with this new age. I don't think anybody cares about the body count and where it goes. I think people just want to make sure it's not somebody they know, or a friend of theirs, or a family member of theirs. Nobody wants to cross code uh, sexually when they have somebody they choose to be with. So I think that's what it boils down to guys. They say they care, but I think if they meet a woman that looks the way they want them to look and acts the way they want them to act, and they have the right personality, and they start having a good vibe and energy. I don't think the guy's really going to care. I don't think he's going to change his mind if he finds out like her numbers a little higher than he expected. So I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's up to the person. I don't want to say that I know the correct answer with that. Somebody asked me, when's my next show? I just said it. So next show is coming up. November 27th, I'll be opening for Bill Bellamy, TK Kirkland, Damon Williams, Adele Gibbons, D-Lay, and Tony Roberts at the Fox Theater. That's Thanksgiving Saturday night. I'll be there. Then I'm at the Atlanta Comedy Theater Christmas week going into New Year's Eve. So I'll be that week going into New Year's Eve. I'll be at the Comedy Theater. Me with myself, Steve Brown from Def Comedy Jam, Comedy View, Martin's First Amendment, and then I got I'm headlining for the first time at the Stardome Comedy Club in Birmingham. That is January the 6th. So look out for that. And then once again, I have a movie premiere, a movie I did in Arkansas last year called Nice Guys Finish Last. That's going to premiere December the 4th here in Atlanta, Georgia. So like I said, if you're in the surrounding areas, please, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and things of that nature. And you can pull up and show some support, man, and come buy some tickets or send somebody here. And like I said, the next shows, Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, November 27th, Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, the week going into Christmas, New Year's Eve. I'll be headlining at the Stardome Comedy Club in Birmingham. And then as far as this HBCU tour, I'll be at the Fayetteville Classic. I'll be at the Florida Classic. I'll be at the Bayou Classic. I'll be at the SIAC Championship. I'll be at the SWAC Championship, and that's all I know right off the bat. So those are the next locations I'll be. So if you're at one of those classics, find me. I'll be near the large Academy lawn chair. It's like a 20-foot tall Academy lawn chair. So you can pull up on me. I'll be over there at all those classic games, giving out shirts and hyping up the crowd and just being a crowd worker. You know how it goes. Somebody said, "How's the fitness journey?" I think I answered that already. Still working out 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not eating as good as I was. I was meal prepping and doing really, really good, but it gets hard because me and Jazz's schedule, which is my fiance, our schedules conflict so much that we're never at home at the same time for one of us to plan to cook. And I think we're both really compromising with making sure the weight of that doesn't fall on the other person. It's like, hey man, if we don't see each other by a certain time, fend for yourself. I think that's kind of how we do it. But we do plan our date nights consistently. So like we're going on a date tonight. We're gonna go play some games at Dave and Buster's. We're goofy like that, so we like to do stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Matthew, go ahead with your question, bro. Let's see. I think that's almost all the questions, man. So if y'all don't have anything else. Oh, somebody asked me, how many times should a couple have sex a week? I think that's up to the couple. It's hard to figure that out because some couples have mad children, some couples have babies, some couples have different work schedules. I don't know. But I think you should aim for at least 2 times a week. I think 2 or 3 times a week should be the minimum. And that's why I go with that. Somebody said they had an important question, so I'm trying to wait on them to ask that question. Somebody said, can I ask an important question? All right, Matthew, I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds on that. Oh, Kevin Manning asked, will the whole crew ever do a skit together again? So when he says the whole crew, I think he's referring to the ATL verse, myself, Chase, and Melanie. I don't think so. I don't have any ill will towards anybody with the group. But I don't think so. I mean, it could possibly happen. I don't know. Just a couple weeks ago, Jamal the Creative did a video, and it was me, Jay Childish, Chase, Lonnie, and of course Jamal himself. So yeah, I don't think so. Some of the group doesn't speak to each other anymore for whatever their reasons are. I don't like to ask. I don't like to know. I remain neutral, and so I don't think. But from what I can see, I doubt it. But I don't think nobody hates each other. Nobody's mad. Nobody got in a fist fight. Come on, bro. Nobody got in a fist fight. Come on. Nobody's trash talking each other behind each other's back. I don't think the group will get together again. But I don't know. I could be surprised. I was shocked when all of us got together the other day. But it's not one of those things I'm anticipating. So I'm not for or against, if that makes sense. I hope that answers your question. I think it was Kevin Manning. Did that answer your question? If not, ask me a more detailed question. But I don't think so. I don't think so, but it could possibly happen. Like I said, nobody hates each other. Nobody's disrespecting each other behind each other's back. There's no beef. So I don't think so. Let's see. Somebody said, just want to say you're a natural actor, man. You make it look easy. Thank you so much, man. I spend a lot of time. It's not actually natural. I take classes. I read a lot of books, a lot of articles. I watch a lot of podcasts on actors and what they do to dig. And then I started trusting my own natural instincts, which is my improv. My improv is really, really strong. I used to not embrace it really well, but now I do. So now I kind of paid attention and kind of just let it flow. I don't force anything. If I'm working with other people, if they're, having a nice run at what they're doing, I like to try to throw them an alley hoop so they can dunk it even harder. I don't try to come in stealing the scene. I think that's what sticks out with me when I kind of watch my old videos and kind of compare. I don't try to steal the scene. I just try to make sure I have the clever moment. And then if somebody can be out talking me, but I'll have the clever thing to say when they're done. Or if I'm not talking them, I go big so they can shrink so it makes sense. Or I go small so they can go bigger, whatever. I love people that know how to improv. I've worked with some great people. Everybody in the group was great with improv. Not one person was weak on improv. I actually just shot a video with Tiffany today. So like I said, I still speak to everybody individually. I don't know, but like I said, I am good about being neutral until I don't ask anybody about anybody else. So I hope that answers your question. And then somebody just said, do you plan on remaining on YouTube for years, or are you branching off for other opportunities? That's from D Pirate. So, D Pirate. I do want my content to remain here for years, but my goal is always to be on sitcoms. So, I'm auditioning a lot through my agency. Shout out to Guild Talent Group. I'm always constantly auditioning for different things here in Atlanta. I have another branch that reached out to me about some things in Chicago. So I'm kind of just at this point, I'm a real, I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are, but I'm just kind of putting it in God's hands. But the goal is for me to be on a television show. I kind of want to showcase my talents on a national or international stage. I would love something like The Office. I would love something like one of these Marvel shows, like WandaVision, uh, Falcon, Loki. They got BMF shooting here in Atlanta. There's a lot of shows on Tyler Perry. He got, All the Queen's Men. He just got a long list of things that he's into that I wouldn't mind being on some of those shows. So that's my goal is to be on sitcoms. I want to be one of the top funny comedians that do a sitcom. So that's the goal. But I still will be putting content on YouTube because me and Jazz, my fiance, are going to start. We're going to start vlogging at the new year. So you'll start seeing another page that's going to open up called Making Magic with the Mingers. So as soon as we open that, I need all 13,000 of y'all to go and follow that page too. And we're going to vlog and we're going to put that on that page and she's going to manage that and we're going to do that together. So we're going to do like the countdown going into the wedding and then after the wedding and we're going to be raw. We're going to put some of our good days on there. We're going to put some of our bad days on there. We're going to put some of our date nights on there. We're going to put some of our game nights, which turn into sometimes mixture of emotion because we are very competitive and we like to kick each other's ass and we talk a lot of shit. So we're going to vlog some of that too. So that's going to be great. Let's see. Somebody said, what's your thoughts on going to the gym for the purpose of being an up and coming? What? What's your thoughts on going to the gym for the purpose of being an up and coming sex offender? Bro, I don't even know what the hell you talking about. Was that a real question? What? That's either that's okay. Try to reword it. Maybe I'm reading it incorrectly. I don't know what you're saying. Somebody said that video was damn that thing thangin'. Yes, damn that thing thangin' was funny. That was created by Jamal the Creator. That was a funny video. When is Dr. Rod coming back? We just had a Dr. Rod not that long ago. So what we tried to do that did not work, we tried to change the direction of Dr. Rod and it failed. So we got to redirect it and take it back to the old way and maybe get it as suspenseful as it was. We tried to kind of keep him stationary, whereas Dr. Rod used to kind of move around and be in these scenarios and have all these flashbacks. But we tried to just kind of make it more about being at the office than all the flashbacks and all of that. And then we tried to make him less aggressive. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my content team. Shout out to Focus Firm. We tried to make him less aggressive, which was a note the group came up with together so it wouldn't seem the same. And then when we did that, it didn't come across the same. Okay, so maybe you're just being ridiculous. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so that's how that was. So, but he's coming back. We have 2 in the can already. But like I said, we just did one not that long ago, and so just go check that one out. Tell me what you think, and if you have some topics that you want to try, man, send it to us, man. We're definitely open to opinions and thoughts and different ideas. Let's see. Somebody said, when is the We Can't Be Friends going to return? So it's funny you said that. So Tiffany Cozy, which was my co-star, and We Can't Be Friends. I just shot something with her a couple weeks ago. So we're back together in the lab. We have said we're going to get together next week. And we're thinking about either trying to continue We Can't Be Friends or start a whole other franchise. Because We Can't Be Friends is probably one of my top videos. We Can't Be Friends has almost, I think, 300,000 views. And then, so I want to do it again. But she was the producer of that. That wasn't Focus Firm. So when I do the dramas, I kind of want to go with her because that's like her expertise. So then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna finish a movie that I'm working on that's called Not As It Seems. I'm gonna finish that by the new year, and then she has a movie she's working on, and then we're gonna help each other with notes and kind of reread each other's scripts and help us finish both of them, and we're gonna produce both movies next year. And then let's see, and then like I said, with the Focus Firm, we do the comedic skits and the sketches and the shorts. I think that's the realm we're going to stay in for now. If something changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. Matthew, are you being serious with these questions, or are you trying to be funny? Okay, so somebody says, yeah, your older video, the blind date one, really showed your range. I had to rewatch it a couple of times. The blind date one, the blind date one, the blind date. Oh, yes. So that was produced by Tiffany. Tiffany Coles, the young lady I was just talking about. That was called the Disaster Date. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I met Tiffany at a network mixer, and we just kind of clicked. And she told me she knew how to produce and edit and film and things of that nature. So I said, huh, okay. So then I was like, uh, yeah, yeah. So she just kind of we linked up. She told me she was an editor and producer. She had wrote a script. So I told her, let's do something. And she hit me like a week later. She sent me the script, and then we did it. That was a 1 day shoot, maybe a couple of hours, and it came out really good, man. So thank you for that, noticing that. Yeah, I gave a lot of thought into that because she gave it to me so quickly, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to let her down my first time working with her. So I treat every opportunity like it's the best opportunity ever. That's just how I move. Somebody said, also, when are you performing in Birmingham again? So that's good. Funny that you asked that. I am headlining at the Stardome for the first time. Because every time I've been to the Stardome, I've been a feature or a guest spot or a host. But this will be my first time headlining, and that's going to be January the 6th. It's a Thursday in Birmingham, Alabama at the Stardome. So if you know anybody in Birmingham or if you're affiliated with any organizations, whether it's Greek, political, family, collegiate, you please hit them up and tell them come check me out. You can send them the links to my videos. Tell them to follow me on YouTube. I'm definitely gonna be promoting it constantly and moving forward with it. But like I said, it's gonna be January the 6th at Stardome Comedy Club. It's gonna be my first time headlining in my home state. I mean, everybody knows I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, but I frequent at the Stardome, and it's the biggest comedy club in the United States. It's every comedian's favorite, one of their favorite stages is always the Stardome. It's just great energy in there. It's so historic, the Ricky Smileys and the Steve Harveys and the DL Hewleys and the Earthquakes and the Bruce Bruce, all of them have gone down there and rocked out. Kevin Hart did Heart of the City at Stardome. It's just a great place to be. So I'll be there January the 6th. All right. So looking forward to that, man. So I definitely would love you guys' support. And I think that might be all my questions. Let me see. Does anybody in the chat have any more questions before I log out of here? I just kind of want to tap in with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to start doing this once a week. So I haven't picked a definitive date yet, a definitive day. I think I want it to be Tuesday, but don't quote me on that. Once I say that's going to be consistent, I'm going to plan it out, and then I'm going to put it on here, and then we're going to go from there. I do have a video dropping tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And like I said, next coming shows, November 27th, Fox Theater. New Year's Eve week, I'll be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. January the 6th, I'll be headlining at the Stardome. And like I said, you can catch me on this HBCU tour sponsored by Academy Sports and Outdoors, which, like I said, I'll be at the Value Classic. I'll be at the North Carolina Classic. I'll be at the what's the other one? The Florida Classic. And I'll be at the SIAC Championship and the SWAC Championship. So if you're in those locations, please pull up on me, man. Get some free merch. We can have a good time. We're gonna be dancing and talking and having a good time out there. And please keep liking the videos, keep subscribing, keep sharing it so people can subscribe, and make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. And if you like my hilarious merchandise that I'm always wearing, you can just go to my website, which is www.rodminger.com. I got some specials on some things now. I would love for you guys to check that out. Like I said, please support and let me know what you guys got going on, man. I would love to do share for share and check out some of your things that you have going on social media as well. And then somebody said, got one more before you go. I noticed in the Wrestling Bay videos, it actually felt like a real match storyline. Are you a wrestling fan? And thank you for giving us a chance to pick your brain. Yes. So I used to be a humongous wrestling fan. I mean, nobody in my family, nobody at my school, nobody I knew was a bigger wrestler. I'm talking about I knew everybody's history, where they was from, how much they weighed, what their finisher was, what their tagline was, what their motto was. I knew when they was doing a run for the titles. I was like a humongous wrestling fan. And then I was at my height with it when The Rock was on top, Stone Cold was on top, Sting was on top, the NWO was popping, back during the Monday Night Wars. That was like my favorite era of wrestling ever. And then something kind of diminished when I went to college because I think I was in the band. I'm marching drum major. So I marched in the band in college. So I had band rehearsals really late on Mondays. And, you know, for you younger people, y'all don't know that back in the day, if you missed something, you just missed it. There was no recording. There was no DVR. If you missed an episode of wrestling, you freaking just missed that episode. That was the episode you didn't see. And then so I missed so many episodes. Then I would start back watching it, and there would be so many people I didn't recognize. Then The Rock got hot again, which I think he's been my favorite of all time. Him and Stone Cold. And I started watching. Then when him and Stone Cold retired within like a year of each other, I think when they retired, I retired with them. But I always wanted to wrestle. I actually got recruited to wrestle when I first moved to Atlanta. Believe it or not, when I first moved here, I weighed like almost 250 pounds, 17% body fat. I was really into bodybuilding. And this guy tried to recruit me. I seen him up at the gym. And he had a link with Diamond Dallas Page. But I ended up hurting my knee maybe a couple of weeks later. And then I lost a lot of weight. Stopped taking protein and creatine, whatever I was taking to work out back then. And I just slimmed down like 30, 40 pounds. And I went to the meeting where I had with the guy. I didn't even look like the same person. So that interest went away. I kind of kept hope for it for like maybe a few months. It wasn't like a passion. It was like, oh, I can do that. Well, I'll do it because I love wrestling anyway. And then I kind of let it go. And then when this video came about, this young lady by the name of Rain the Stallion, she was following me on Instagram, and she was like, she liked my videos. I was like, well, how would you like to do a wrestling video? Kind of being funny. She like, what day you want to do it? And then boom, a couple of days later, I went up there. We did a rehearsal, a run through. Day after that, we were shooting it and had a great time. Had a couple of injuries in there. Every stunt was done for real. There was no faking, no camera angles. Anytime somebody got slammed or slapped or hit or whatever, clothesline, it was happening. So that's why it was hard to keep that series going because it came with the pain, literally. Does anybody else have anything else before I get out of here? Rod, love the content. Keep it coming. Mark, thank you, man. And that means a lot coming from you because I always notice that you're always commenting and you're always sharing. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's people like you are the reason I can keep going and keep doing this repetitively. So I appreciate you for tapping in. And then make sure you guys please like all my videos and go comment. And if you've missed a couple of them, if you haven't seen Wrestler Bay, if you haven't seen Dr. Rudd, if you haven't seen, like I said, I got a lot of shorts that we're going to start producing soon. So I'm going to start dropping those and some compilations. Make sure you like those, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I'm dropping things. And let's try to double these subscribers within the next couple of months. Let's try to double it by New Year's, man. We had 13.2 or something like that. Let's try to get to 26. Let's keep jumping. Let's keep rising. Let's keep rising up. And like I said, I got a lot more things coming towards you guys. I'm going to start going live once a week. I haven't picked a day yet, so don't quote me on that. And then I'm going to start dropping a few shorts. So I hope you guys enjoy those. And if you have some ideas of things, try to put it in the comments, man. And make sure you like, subscribe, continue to share. And I appreciate you guys. And I'm out of here. Hold it down.